couple of meetings to get that down.
You don't know.
Welcome to Crestview Community TV's Court TV. I'm Ryan Hardy, your Crestview Community TV legal analyst, and today we're watching a miscellaneous court date / VOP court date. You're going to see, by VOP we mean violation of probation, and you're going to see a lot of people this morning who are, a lot of them are going to be incarcerated because they violated their probation. When you violate your probation, you're not entitled to a bond. Doesn't mean you can't get one, it means it's harder to get one. On a new law violation, most people are entitled to a bond, absent some major circumstances. When you violate that probation, though, you're not entitled to a bond, but you can get one. But that leads this court date to having a lot more inmates. Now, when you're called to the podium, a couple things you can do. You can enter a plea to your VOP and say, yes, I did it, I violated my probation. And you can get sentenced. You can ask for a continuance. Let's set this down the road, maybe try to work out some details, maybe try to work out a deal. Or you can ask for a contested VOP hearing, which will be set at a later date in one of the afternoons of this miscellaneous date. Now, VOP hearings are very hard to win. It's a different standard of proof. We don't see a lot of them because it's rather easy for the state to prove if you violated your probation or not. So you're not going to see a lot of contested VOP hearings. Now, in addition to the violations of probation in the mornings, you're going to see some other smaller, shorter hearings, things like bond hearings, or things that don't take a lot of time, normally 15 minutes or less on these morning hearings. Anything longer than that is going to be set to the afternoon.
regards to our request to modify bond conditions. I do have a stipulated order. The state has reviewed same. If I may approach, Your Honor.
And 2022 CF 1921, is the state agreed to this bond conditions?
The state stipulates to that order, Your Honor.
Okay. Any cases related to 2022 CF 444 and 22 CJ? Is that right, CJ?
That's correct. It's two CJ numbers, Judge, two juvenile case numbers. These were two cases that were moved up to adult court. There appears to be, or at least pretrial services has informed us, there appears to be a mystery capias that seems to be out there from that transfer. I just want to remedy that in the unlikely event that law enforcement does see and try to perfect that.
Well, I have 22 CF 444.
It would be CJ, Judge.
Well, it says
sorry.
CF here. You want me to change that?
If you would, please.
And then the other one is 22 CJ 454.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Any objection to that, Ms. Milne? Okay. Okay, what
All right.
else?
Your Honor, my next client is Jordan Kelly Vest. That's number 5 on my docket. It's 22 CF 1837. We're before the court with regards to our request to modify probation for purposes of travel. The state has agreed, and I do have a stipulated order. If I may approach.
That is correct, Your Honor. The state agrees.
Is this person here?
Your Honor, she was here this morning. Based on the stipulation, I did excuse her per the court's policy.
It's got a new lawyer.
Your Honor, I do have two other stipulated matters not
Okay.
on the docket. I did provide the names and case numbers to the clerk. For the record, Norman Scott Arnold is 20 CF 2765, and Sam Collingwood, 21 CF 3098. Both are stipulated orders to terminate probation. The state has agreed, if I may approach.
All right.
Can the state not approach?
Collingwood and one other. Arnold or something with the A.
I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and that's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Reached, do you have a piece of paper?
Okay.
Reached an agreement in this case. Give me 1 second, Mr. Anderson's got it. Mr. Anderson is here on case number 21 CF 2788, which is a violation of probation. 21 CF 2789, also a violation of probation, and 23 CF 908, which was charged as a felony battery. The plea, so he's going to be pleading to the new charge 23 CF 908. It's going to be amended to the lesser included offense of simple battery. He's going to be pleading adjudication of guilt, the mandatory fines and court costs. He'll be given credit for time served. We just ask that those, you get 180 days to pay the fines.
Mr. Anderson, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got a plea form?
Yes, Your Honor. Give me 1 second to get it signed for Your Honor. And then the other 2 cases, Your Honor, that were VOPs are going to be dismissed.
Okay.
And I'll bring that form up in just 1 second to you.
That's the state's agreement, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
You put the date, 6/8/23. I know it's tough with the books. If I may approach.
Is this going to be adjudicated on these cases?
Just on the 23 CF 908, Your Honor.
All right, this is 21 CF 2788, 21 CF 2789, 23 CF 908. Mr. Anderson, that's 2 VOPs, violation of probations, and the 23 CF 908 felony battery, that's going to be reduced down to simple battery. And you are agreeing to plead down to a misdemeanor on the 23, is it 23 CF 908?
Yes, Your
Or
Honor.
21 CF 908?
23.
Because y'all have 21.
That's a Scribner's error, Your Honor. I apologize.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what cases I'm looking at, because the cases aren't written in here, I think. Anyway, it's 23 CF 908, not 21 CF 908, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're pleading down to a misdemeanor on 23 CF 908. You understand that, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
Sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Mr. Madden's done for you on your case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. In 21 CF 2788 and 21 CF 2789, the violations will be dismissed by the state, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you are reinstated to supervision to complete the remaining 3 months of community control, and then supervision shall convert to state probation for the remainder of the original term with all original terms and conditions to be completed. So you got that? Okay. And those cases, there's no adjudication of guilt. I imagine, was he previously withheld?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I think it was previously adjudicated.
Okay, well, it just stays the same then. And then 23 CF 908, you're adjudicated guilty to pay mandatory fines and court costs, sentenced to credit for time served. And the state apparently is agreeing that 23 CF 908 is not a violation of defendant's supervision and shall not be used as a basis for a violation now or in the future. Correct? And y'all are not aware of any DNA evidence that could exonerate the defendant?
No, the state is not aware of.
Okay, well, is there anything further?
Not for Mr.
I
Anderson,
guess
Your Honor.
Mr. Anderson will be getting out of jail today, I would imagine.
That's what we're hoping for.
Okay, good. Very good. Thank you.
Your Honor, I do have one other case I'm covering for Richard Troell. This is Caleb Daniel Humbert.
All right. What was his name again, Mr. Madden?
Caleb Daniel, am I pronouncing that right?
Okay, I got it.
Humbert. Humbert. Humbert, Your Honor.
All right.
So it is my understanding that, the state's in agreement that Mr. Humbert will be pleading to 23 CF 371 and 23 CF 370. And I've got a executed plea agreement and a score sheet,
All right.
if I may approach.
Mr. Is it Hubert? Humbert, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, you want to enter in 23 CF 371, a no contest plea to the charge of ag assault with a deadly weapon, a third-degree felony, and 23 CF 371, count 2, shooting or discharging firearm from a vehicle, is that a second-degree felony? I think so.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then in count 23 CF 370, shooting and discharging from a vehicle, a second-degree felony. And you are entering a no contest plea to those three charges. You understand that? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea? Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today? Are you happy with the work Mr. Terrell and Mr. Madden have done on your case for you?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Withholds adjudication on all cases, all counts. Sentences you to 3 years standard probation. Court reserves jurisdiction to assess and determine restitution, if any, for 90 days. You'll pay $967 in court costs during probation. Perform 50 hours community service. You have no contact with the victims. You'll enroll in anger management within 30 days, beginning recommended treatment within 60 days. Surrender any firearms or weapons that you possess or own. Anything further?
No, Your Honor, if I may, about the restitution, there is no restitution owed. I have communicated with the victims, and they
All
told me
right.
that they are not owed anything.
All right, well, no restitutions owed then.
The
Probation.
probation would be the 3 years concurrent, yes.
All right, concurrent probation. All right, don't let this happen again.
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, we request that the probation fee be waived.
All right,
That's all I have, Your Honor, if I may be excused.
sure, thank you. Okay, Ms. Rivers.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ms. O'Neill?
Your Honor, I believe Ms. O'Neill is number 23 on the docket, or close there too. We've reached an agreement in this matter, if I may approach.
Okay,
And she is before the court on 19 CF 3137.
Nicole O'Neill, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, you want to admit, is that correct, that you violated probation?
Yes, sir.
This is 2019 CF 3137,
Yes, Your Honor.
and did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes.
Anyone force you or threaten you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No.
You happy with the work Ms. Rivers has done for you on your case?
Yes.
Court finds the admission is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Judge guilty, revoke and terminate probation, 90 days, Okaloosa County Jail since the date of arrest. Since the date of most recent VOP arrest. $100 cost of prosecution, $150 PD fee. Adjudicated. Okay, thank you.
Judge, can Ms. Leone and I approach real quick?
Okay.
And Your Honor, her outstanding fines.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
26, oh, I got you.
Yes, and that would be Taquisha Rodriguez, 22 CF 92, and 22 CF 743. The first matter we need to address, Your Honor, is previously she has been found incompetent, and she has just returned from the hospital, and at this time, they have indicated that as long as she takes her medication, she should remain competent. And so we would ask the court to find her competent at this time.
All right, was that report filed? That was filed with the court, I believe, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss
From Florida State Hospital.
Basso?
And Your Honor, the state has no objection to the court considering the Florida State Hospital report and the court making up findings based on that.
All right, the court finds that she's now competent to enter a plea or stand trial, whatever, as long as she takes her medication, I believe.
Yes. And Your Honor, the next issue is that she has filed bond motions. She does have bonds in her cases, however, well, there's an issue. On 22 CF 92, her bond was previously set last year in March at $5,000 cash or professional, and she's been unable to, of course, post that bond. And then she also has on 22 CF 92, well, the same thing, $5,000 cash or professional. And she's been unable to post the bonds. I believe the state has indicated that they're okay with the court modifying her bond as long as she has pretrial conditions.
Your Honor, that is accurate. We would point out for the court that she did receive the second case while out on bond for the first, but we also do understand there are some mental health issues. So if the court were to order an ROR bond, we would not object so long as pretrial services was involved and the defendant be ordered to continue to comply with any recommended medications and counseling as per the evaluation that was done at Florida State Hospital.
What about contact with victims? Is there any issue there?
Comply with DCF.
The state would be, that would be acceptable with the state, Your Honor, that she comply with any DCF instructions on contact with the child.
All right.
And we do ask, Your Honor, that she not be the sole caregiver for that child until such a time as DCF makes that finding.
All right, well, then I will, with the state's announcement, I'll change her bonds to ROR with pretrial services supervision, comply with DCF recommendations regarding any visitation with a child, take her medication, what else?
Participate in any counseling that was recommended.
Yeah, participate in any counseling recommended, okay?
I know that Mr. Barnes had previously seen her and was trying to get her in Bridgeway, but I've spoken to her this morning and she said he hasn't come back. So maybe
Okay.
that's something that can happen eventually.
All right, thank you.
See you then.
Yes, her new court date would that be June 26th, Your Honor?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
So the end of this month.
Well, hang
June
on a second, I
26th.
got, is that gonna be pre-trial, is that okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, thank you.
Satterfield.
Thank you for that catch, Clerk. Your Honor, this is Carolyn Satterfield. She's before the court on 23 CF 215. We've reached an agreement in this matter. If I may approach.
Ms. Satterfield, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for us, court's truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to enter a no contest plea in case 23 CF 215 to, is it all three counts?
Yes, Your Honor.
Possession of a controlled substance, third-degree felony, possession of cannabis under 20 grams, first-degree misdemeanor, possession of drug equipment, first-degree misdemeanor. You understand those charges and you're pleading no contest to? Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea?
Yes, sir.
You under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing here today?
No, sir.
Anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Rivers has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Sentence you to 11 months, 29 days, Okaloosa County Jail. Credit for time served. Concurrent on each count and concurrent with Walton County. You're adjudicated guilty, all cases, all counts, $515 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 PD fee.
Your Honor, she wants to know if she can go ahead and go to Walton County. I told her I was not sure how the jail handled that. She was under the impression that as long as you okayed it, that she could be released over to the Walton County Jail and do her time there.
I've got a violation over there.
Miss Glisson did say, as part of the plea agreement, that
I don't have any problem with,
concurrent.
yeah, I don't have any problem with her going to Walton County to serve it if that's what, I mean, I can't order Walton County to come get her. But if they'll do it, it's fine with the court.
Okay.
Okay?
It'll be in my paperwork.
Sir, I believe Mr. Taylor is ready. That's one I spoke.
All right. Is this the Jamie Taylor? Is that right?
Aaron Dale Taylor, sir.
Well, what number is that?
Hey, I need him to,
Is he on a docket? Yeah, number 2.
is
Okay, I got it.
number 2, sir.
Soon as they could cuss, as soon as they want. What am I doing? So I'm pleading to what? I don't know what the fuck
All right, this is 23 CF 207, 23 CF 535, Mayor Aaron Taylor. Mr. Taylor, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's truth, so help you God? Okay. You want to enter a plea of no contest in 23 CF 207 and 23 CF 535 in, is it to all those counts?
Yes, sir, no contest.
All right. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 third-degree felonies. You want to enter a no contest plea with the agreement that you're going to be sentenced to time served. You're going to be getting out today. You understand that? You'll be getting out today. I'm going to sentence you to time served, which means you get out today. You understand that? Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this plea? Are you happy with the work Mr. Nopes has done for you on your case? Court finds the plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. You are adjudicated guilty. You're sentenced to credit for time served. $615 court costs on each case, $250 court-appointed legal assistance fee. Anything else?
Judge, I think the state's got an announcement as to any possible failure to appears.
The state is not gonna take any actions on the FDA.
All right, and these sentences are all concurrent. Sentence to time served. He should be released today. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Taylor. Okay. Good luck.
Recall capious. Next.
Yeah, I can go ahead and start calling them.
Lisa's got it.
Your Honor, on one of the dockets, she was listed as number 27, so she'd be close to 27, if not 27. She, 29 is what I'm hearing now.
Okay. Vanessa Tahoe, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. She's before the court on 23 CF 409 and 22 CF 137. She is currently without bond on these cases, and she is seeking the court to reinstate her bond or grant a new bond, a ROR bond. She is currently, she has two children, two minor children. She wishes to get out and see and be able to take care of. She has ties to the community. She has family. She's been here a number of years, and she does have plans for employment. She has that lined up, new housing lined up, and she is just asking the court if the court would reinstate her previous bonds or grant her an ROR bond in each case.
State.
Your Honor, the state objects to defendant's request to reinstate the bond for the following reason. In January 2022, the defendant was arrested for fleeing and eluding and possession of controlled substance and paraphernalia. She did enter a PTI, but got kicked out of the PTI for a failed drug test. While that case was still pending, the defendant was arrested in February of this year, 2023, for possession of controlled substance and paraphernalia. She did bond out on those charges. While she was out on bond and she had two pending cases, the criminal activity escalated because then in April of this year, she was arrested for trafficking in fentanyl, 4 to 14 grams, and possession of paraphernalia. The fentanyl was found in the defendant's purse. The defendant, at the time of the incident, admitted it was her purse. However, she denied about knowing of the fentanyl present in her purse. There is also additional fact that the state would like the court to be aware of. As she was in jail pending those charges, the defendant made some concerning jail calls. And she stated that there was a powder in her purse. However, she didn't think it was fentanyl. And that it was only a fingerprint ID powder contained in the purse. During one of those jail calls, after she was arrested, she was communicating with the person on the other end, saying that, making threats directly to one of the deputies who made the arrest. Precisely, this is what she said, open quotation. Micah Miller is the cop that arrested me. Look him up and see if he owns a house. We are going to teach him how we do things where we're from. He's probably stupid enough to have bought a house in his name. This was the defendant making the statement during a jail call on April 29, 2023 at 7:14 p.m. The state argument is that the defendant was out on bond on 2 felony cases. She picks up a trafficking charge in fentanyl, and right now she's facing a 7 years min. The state asked the court to deny defendant's motion.
Your Honor, she did wish to give the court some additional information about the conditions at the jail, if the court is so willing to hear.
About the Conditions at the jail.
is another reason as to why she's asking the court to let her out.
Well, okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Right now, we have a medical issue in our pod. There's a female in there that has a colostomy bag that is breaking. It's spilling everywhere. We're being mandated to take showers where she's being mandated to clean it in the shared showers. Right now, we just had a max juvenile that was arrived at the jail. Now we have 4 women where we can't even use the bathroom in the jail. We can't even get out. If there's a fire, we have no way of surviving it. Not to mention the fact of with all due respect, there's poop that gets thrown everywhere. It's being walked on barefoot. It's extremely biohazardous to all of us, and nothing's being done about it. She's just being forced to use everything shared. There was blood on the stairs last night, and it's just pretty bad. And now we're overcrowded because they cleared out a pod and put everybody else, so that we've got 4 to 5 females in one cell. We can't even walk out. We can't even get to the toilet in the cell.
Well, I'll have my bailiff report these, your concerns to the jail and see if anything can be done.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
As to the bond, because of that minimum and possibility, I'm going to have to leave the bonds at this time the same, so sorry. Thank you.
And, Your Honor, she does have the other case that the state mentioned on this afternoon's docket, I believe, for arraignment. If we could go ahead and address that at this time.
You want to?
That would be number 25 on the 130 docket.
I'll appoint the public defender. You're charged with trafficking in fentanyl, possession of drug equipment, and driving license suspended. You want a public defender to represent you on those charges?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. I'll appoint public defender. You pleading not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, she is tendering a plea of not guilty. We would request time to violate pretrial motions and have a trial by jury. She has asked me to put in the request that the supposed fentanyl, the testing of that be expedited, because she does not believe that there is any controlled substance.
What about
And this is
August
the sole
28th?
basis for
August 28th?
not allowing her.
Y'all may be able to work out all that.
Yes, sir.
Y'all could work out these cases, I bet.
I mean, right now I'm suffering for something that's going to come back.
Well, I think this is the kind of case that could be worked out.
I just got to get to my kids. I'm their only parent.
Okay, we'll tentatively, we'll set it for August 28th this time. If we can get worked out, move it up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are they? Okay, well, June 26th would be better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jamie Taylor.
Jamie Taylor.
Your Honor, he has a fugitive from justice hold. If I could have just a moment.
Okay.
Your Honor, he's going to, at this time, continue to refuse to sign the waiver of extradition.
Okay.
We're trying to get it worked out with the county in Alabama. They're in the process of sending over the waiver of appearance. He had already provided proof that he was in jail here at the time that he failed to appear there. So we believe it will be worked out shortly, and so he's just waiting for that to happen.
All right, well, hope it works out. Does he need another court date here?
Yes, sir. If he could have 6/26, just in
June
case.
26th. And if you were in jail here, when they say you did something there, probably would work out, I would imagine, but I don't know. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Is this Nicole Smith?
Judge, it is. I was literally appointed to her yesterday, the day before yesterday. I saw it come through, so I don't know.
Please don't continue this.
Just give me a minute, okay?
Yes, sir.
Judge, can we approach?
Yeah.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and that's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Lana Creech, Jennifer Flowers on her behalf. I'm not sure. I've got to follow up with Florida State Hospital and the state. The last time we brought her in, she was transported to deal with a different issue, a civil issue, and she's supposed to be transported back to Florida State Hospital. She's been previously found incompetent to proceed, and we don't have anything finding her competent. In fact, I've talked to Florida State Hospital, and they said that she needs to come back, but I'm unsure of why she hasn't been transported from the jail back to Florida State Hospital yet, other than it just being a delay.
Send me an order.
Okay.
And while we set her for, I think we've been setting others like November 2nd or something. Is that a good date?
Yeah, for a control date?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'll send you an order this afternoon.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, Your Honor. Just for the record, if she's found competent before then, I guess.
Yeah,
we
if
can
she's found
schedule-
competent, we can bring her back.
Yeah, that's, you're on, I mean, there should be. As soon as the judge signs the order, you should be.
I'm already in their system.
Yeah, oh, I know. I've already talked to your doctor. I've already talked to your counselor. They're just waiting on you to be transported.
Walker.
And, Your Honor, this is Lisa Ann Walker. We previously addressed bonds in her cases, but we did not address the bond in the newest case, 23 CF 924. The court previously reinstated signature bonds on her other case. This case, the bond totals $50,000, cash or professional. She's unable to make this bond. We previously had talk to the court about her terminal cancer diagnosis and the fact that she is in hospice care and on a breathing machine, and her family's concerns about her care in the jail. So that was the reason for Your Honor reinstating those bonds. So today we're asking just to convert the $50,000 cash professional to a $50,000 signature so that she can get home. I think that was the court's intention last time. I just did not address this particular bond at that time.
Your Honor, the state is aware of the court's position on Ms. Walker's bond, but given the nature of the charges and the fact that she's facing minimum mandatory, the state is aware of the medical condition of the defendant, but the defendant was selling fentanyl and meth out of her hospice. The state does not agree for the bonds to be reinstated at this time.
Well, she has a bond, it's just,
50,000 signature. If she gets arrested or violates his bond in some way, it's going to be no bond.
yes, Your Honor,
Give
she
her-
understands that. Her plan is to go, her son is going to pick her up, she's going to be living with her
All right.
son, and then go into a nursing care facility. I did want to address on the record that she did have a pending FTA for the court date, I believe, on 4/28. It wasn't the 25th, 4/24 maybe. But anyway, she had been arrested that morning. That's the reason she failed to appear. The state hasn't filed on it, but I just wanted to put on the record that they don't intend to file on it so that she can she currently has a no bond on that in the jail system.
I cannot at this time speak for the state about the FTA, Your Honor. I don't know if we will be filing. She still
She
failed
wa-
to appear.
The reason she wasn't in court that afternoon was that she was arrested that morning.
Send me some type of stipulated.
Understand that.
And check it out and send me some type of stipulated order.
Okay, will do.
It's Ms. Glisson's case, isn't it?
Yes, Your Honor, it
I'll
is.
email you the info, and once you confirm it, I'll send them an order.
That's fine, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. They've just got to confirm that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Donnie Atkinson.
Okay, good. All
Your Honor,
right.
this is Donnie Atkinson. We're here on a motion to reinstate bond in 22 CF 2985 and 23 CF 511. He was arrested back in November of 2022 and posted an $8,000 cash or professional bond in that case. He was later charged with a vehicle theft, another case number 511, stemming from the same set of facts. And he was given a bond on that case and then was again released. On March 20th, 2023, he was rearrested and charged with fleeing or attempting to elude possession of concealed weapon by convicted felon and possession of controlled substance. The bond was revoked in the two previous cases, 2985 and 511, at first appearances. He lives locally with his wife and minor children, for which he is the sole financial provider. He's not alleged to have committed any act of violence.
Hang on one second. We got to tell Ms. Portugal over there, or someone to stop talking so loud because I can't hear what's going on.
He's not alleged to have committed any act of violence. His wife is having health issues that require his attention. He has no prior FDAs according to the score sheet. And so he's asking for the court to reinstate his bonds in those cases, that they were revoked.
Your Honor, the state objects to that. The defendant is facing a 3-year minimum mandatory for carrying concealed weapon by convicted felon, grand theft of a motor vehicle. The carrying concealed weapon by convicted felon is a second-degree felony. The original state's offer was 6 years of DOC with 3 years minimum mandatory concurrent. However, the state extended a very reasonable offer, and at this time, defendant is refusing to take it. Obviously, he may not have, the prior record indicates that he has other felonies. Obviously, he's a convicted felon. He has a fleeing and eluding, a burglary of a structure, grand theft, criminal mischief, attempted aggravated battery, resisting officer without violence, dealing in stolen property, possession of controlled substance, and carry a concealed weapon. The state would be ready for trial on the 26th. So if defendant decides not to accept the reasonable offer the state has extended, that will be revoked. At this time, for those reasons, the state requests that defendant's motion be denied.
Well, we can set it for pretrial, June 26th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, with that possible minimum mandatory, I mean, he may get a not guilty, I don't know, so I'm gonna leave everything the way it is at this time. Motion denied.
Honor.
Thank you.
Capreletti.
Sorry, Your Honor, I just was grabbing the plea. Your Honor, this is Robert Capreletti, 23 CF 509 as a VOP, and 23 CF 907 is a new law. We've reached an agreement with the state. I just need Mr. Capreletti to sign.
Mr. Capreletti, would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for is course of truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So you're pleading to all misdemeanors. Can I approach with the plea? There is no swear.
All right, in case number 23 CF 509, excuse me, a violation of probation, and 23 CF 907, possession of a controlled substance, first-degree misdemeanor, no vehicle registration, first-degree misdemeanor, and driving license suspended or revoked, first conviction, first-degree misdemeanor. You want to enter a no contest plea and admission to that VOP. Is that correct, Mr. Capreletti?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form? You read and sign this form?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea? Are you playing games with the court?
I'm agreeing to what you're saying, sir.
Okay. Has anyone forced you, threatened you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Flowers has done for you on your case?
Yes, sir.
Court finds the admission and plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. In 23 CF 509, the court is going to judge guilty, revoke and terminate probation, 6 months jail with credit for time served concurrent, $100 VOP fee, $150 cost of defense, and to fines and costs to civil lien. In 23 CF 907, you're pleading to a lesser included offense of possession of paraphernalia, which is a misdemeanor. Judge guilty, 6 months jail for credit for time served. $270 court cost, $150 cost of defense. On count 2, judge guilty, sentenced to time served. Count 3, judge guilty, sentenced to time served. Everything is concurrent, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. James.
Ryan James.
Yes, Your Honor, this is Ryan Dimitri James, Jennifer Flowers on his behalf for the record with RCC. We're here in 22 CF 1365, 22 CF 1431, and 22 CF 1883. Your Honor, we were set for an early plea. I thought we had it worked out, but That is not the case. So I'm going to ask just to put this on for pretrial 626. I believe was previously on there.
Judge J. Williamson, 22 CF 1883, that case remains set.
I don't seem to have those numbers. This is James, this is Ryan Dimitri James.
Yes, sir.
I have numbers 22 CF 1365. Is that yours, Ms. Flowers?
Yes, 1365 and 1431 are mine.
Okay, and 22 CF 1431, those are yours. And then Mr. Williams, you have,
I have
is it on the,
1883.
is that on the docket for today?
I don't know that it was, Judge. It was part of the plea agreement.
All right, well, we'll leave him for what, the 26th?
Yes, sir. That's where the other case is.
If he wants to go to trial, we'll go to trial. I guess this separate day, separate.
The trials would have to be separately, but what I've been advised is that he intends to hire private counsel.
Okay. Well, we'll set it for 26th of June.
Thank you, Judge.
And I believe we have a motion to suppress set for the 29th as well in one of the cases and 1431.
Okay, well,
But if
we'll
he-
see what happens. Okay.
Thank you,
Before
Judge.
then, I'll come off of it.
Thank you.
Next is Taylor, William Taylor.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Taylor. Would you please raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for his court's the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Here in 21 CF 1695, 21 CF 1055, those are both VOPs. And he's also part of the plea agreement as he's entering into a plea to his misdemeanor case, 23 MM 1161. Would you like me to approach with the plea?
All right, in 20 CF 1695, that is a violation of probation. You are entering an admission to that. You understand that, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
And in 21 CF 1055, possession of a controlled substance and possession of paraphernalia, but this is a violation of probation on those charges, so you understand that?
Sure.
And then a misdemeanor, 23 MM 1161, illegal use of a credit card, first-degree misdemeanor. You're earning a no contest plea to that charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Did.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this plea and admission of VOP?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you to enter this admission and plea?
No, sir.
Are you happy with the work Ms. Flowers has done for you on your case?
Absolutely.
Court finds the admission and plea is freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it on the 20 CF 1695. Judge guilty, 12 months Department of Corrections with credit for time served since April 20th, 2023, concurrent with all other cases and counts. $100 cost of prosecution, $150 cost of defense. In 21 CF 1055, you're judged guilty, 12.1 months Department of Corrections with credit for time served from April 20th, 2023, concurrent with all cases. All other cases and counts, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 cost of defense. In 23 MM 1161, judged guilty, credit for time served, concurrent with all other cases and counts, $270 court costs, $100 cost of defense. All monetary assessments will be sent to civil lien. Anything else? Thank you.
I have the score sheet, may I approach? Okay, that's it. I believe that's all I have on the docket, if I may be excused. Thank you.
Sorry. Mr. Powell, did you have a case?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
What case?
I'm just here to make sure we got control
old date, we had signed the PTI agreement to the state. I signed it. He's already reported to probation, but I think we had to have it signed before.
Kearns, he hadn't. Is it Kearns?
Yeah, he had.
I talked to him this morning.
Okay.
I need that agreement.
Is it Mr. What's,
He's got to have a signed agreement.
Mr.
Your signature and the state attorney's signature, and then we can process it as a PTI agreement, Your Honor.
Sorry about all this delay for this. Yeah, the
That's the
issues
one
are.
you sent me, so
No, I know.
give that to the clerk or what?
Do the probation first,
First.
and then I think they file it with the court. They
Okay.
will file it.
We got it, Your Honor, if you want to look at it, or we got to sign it.
Just have him sign it and send it to Mr. Berry, I guess.
I talked to him. I talked to him this morning. I will call him I get Mr. Powell to call him and tell him to report to the probation office. We'll get him to sign it and turn around and file it back to the court today.
Okay, good. And that's 22 CF 2488.
We'll e-file it and send it to you. Nothing.
I instructed him pretty good.
You did a good job.
Thank you, Judge.
Actually, Your Honor, he does have something we'd like to address with the court when you get a moment. We just spoke.
Okay. You want to come up here? Is that what you're saying?
It's actually on the app.
Oh.
The 2 o'clock docket. Samuel Mosley.
So 3.850, Your Honor.
16 CF.
Is this going to be a hearing, a long hearing or something? Or?
Yes, Judge. I'm going to ask to continue it.
Okay, let me, would you please tell me where he's on the docket?
Your Honor, he's going to be on the 2 o'clock docket. I believe it's just him and Mr. Johnson and one other individual.
Well, where is he? Is he here?
He's in county jail, Judge. He hasn't been transported
You
yet.
just want to ask for a continuance?
Yes, Judge. We have a witness in Dozier, and I wasn't able to get that person served in the amount of time that we had from last hearing. I would ask for 3 weeks from now, if possible, on a miscellaneous afternoon.
What about it, Miss?
The state has no objection, Your Honor. We'll just have to make sure that our witness is available as soon as the court gives us a date, and then I'm available that day.
You want to go with July 6th or June 29th or July 25th?
Either of those work for me, Judge, if that's okay
I
with
would
you.
say June 29th, Your Honor, and I will verify that my witness is available, and if not,
Okay.
then I will let the court and Mr. Harper know.
Okay, June 29th.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have today.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Why don't we take about a 15-minute break? Okay?
All rise, please.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Dave's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at Dave'sTirePros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with Briar Patch Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview's historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Fat Boy's Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and that's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not $0.45. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestview.agent.com.
Check out the soaps, bath bombs, and other bath and body products, all made by hand with natural ingredients at Hub City Soapery. Visit us at 1092 North Verdon Boulevard in Crestview or shop online at hubcitysoapery.com. Hub City Soapery.
From Tom's Main Street Ice Cream, inviting you to come down and get yourself a banana split, shakes, malts, and we're only a block south of the courthouse. And we have too many flavors to even start mentioning. So come on down and take a look.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, Call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Hi, I'm Amanda Gaskin with Robert Capreletti. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Michael Gilbert, defense attorney with Warrior Law. I represent those accused in Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton County. If you or anyone you know has been accused of a crime, give us a call. We can help.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Bad Boys Juicy Beef and Tasty Bird is located at 482 North Wilston Street in historic downtown Crestview, just 1 block from the courthouse. We open at 10 a.m. with amazing lunch specials until 2 p.m., serving incredible burgers, wings, sandwiches, and appetizers. Join us for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, I'm Wanda Roberts. For the last 20 years, I've been helping the residents of Northwest Florida buy and sell their properties. My office is just 1 block south of the courthouse in historic downtown Crestview. Give us a call at 850-398-5389.
Alex Barthay from the UPS store once again, and I wanted to let you know about our Sunday hours. We're open now 7 days a week. Normal hours that you've been expecting, but now we're open Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 10 to 3, and that's both our Crestview, Fort Walton Beach, and Eglin Air Force Base locations. So you have things to do, go and do it. Just know the UPS store is going to be here. Again, Sundays 10 until 3 p.m.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
Congratulations, Dixie Dan Powell, for your recent induction into the National Trial Lawyers Top 100. The National Trial Lawyers Top 100 is an organization celebrating premier trial lawyers from across the country who meet stringent qualifications as civil and/or criminal defense lawyers.
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Days Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at daystirepros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
This is Tiffany Woodham, State Farm's newest agent in Crestview. I'd like to personally invite you to stop by my office on North Verdon Boulevard for a no-cost policy review. Let me help you start saving today. Call in, walk in, or click in at yourcrestviewagent.com.
North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045. Dave's Tire Pros makes buying tires simpler. They offer a straightforward approach to tire and auto service that includes nationwide warranties, a hassle-free experience, and a great selection of Michelin tires. No matter what you drive or where you have driven, Michelin has a tire to fit any need. Visit our store in Crestview or online at Dave'sTirePros.com. Tire Pros love the drive.
Hey,
All rise, please. Court's back in session.
I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Arraignment 22 CF 2049 and 22 CF 2626. At this time, she would deny those allegations, and I think her next court date on the new charge is June 26th, and we'd ask that these just be put on June 26th with the new charge.
Okay. We'll do that. There's no objection to that, is there?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. You want to call the names? Go ahead.
Alexander Barrios. Of course, sir.
Is he on a
So, Your Honor, Tim Gibbs from Public Defender's Office. Judge, I actually do represent Mr. Barrios on another case.
Okay.
22 CF 2631. The case on this morning's docket is a violation of probation based on a new misdemeanor charge where we also represent him. I'd ask to be appointed and just enter denial for today and track this with the other case, 22 CF 2631, on June 26th.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Next is Carla Bruffy.
Thank you for calling and letting us know that you were stuck in traffic or some traffic problem. I appreciate that, letting the court know. Okay. You are here on a violation of probation. Is there any type of offer or anything from the state that?
Yes, Your Honor. She scores 43 months guidelines, and that's the offer. I'm sorry, Judge. I'm so sorry. Some other case popped up on my computer. That's not it.
I bet she's I bet she's happy to hear that. Say, boy, she's out on bond, no attorney. You got looking at 43 months. That's highly unusual, but that just made your day.
Can we pass this? There is a confusion in the
Okay,
system.
yeah, we want to make sure. Okay, we'll just bring you back in a minute or two. Okay.
Jonathan Cantwell.
All right, Jonathan Cantwell, you are here on charges. It looks like a couple of, excuse me, I'm having a hard time with my allergies today. Possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, two counts of that, driving a suspended license, and that was a misdemeanor, and an attached license plate not assigned, another misdemeanor. That appears to be what you're charged with. Is that your understanding? Okay. Miss.
I do have an offer for Mr. Cantwell. It would be for withhold of adjudication as charged for a 24 months probation with substance abuse evaluation and treatment, 24 hours community service, driver's license suspended for 6 months, and no weapons or firearms during the supervision.
What they're offering is that if you want to enter a no contest plea to these charges, I would withhold adjudication, which means you don't have a conviction. That's what withhold adjudication means. Or probation. You want to do this?
No, sir.
Okay. How about a point, you want to need an attorney to help you out, represent you?
Well, I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
This is civil or criminal charges against?
This is criminal. This is a criminal court.
And before I go there, I filed a document yesterday afternoon at the clerk's office, and it was filed under the a foreclosure case that I'm involved with. And I didn't realize this till last night about 7 o'clock. So I got online and filed it on the website. It was late last night. I haven't gotten. I got an email saying that it had been received, accepted, and processed, but I haven't gotten anything back on it. I don't know if you got a chance to look at that.
No, I mean, I don't see things that's filed the night before your court date. You're here on these criminal charges. You want to plead not guilty and have an attorney, a public defender to represent you?
Well,
Judge, if I may, as a friend of the court, I do see on the clerk's website, he had filed, it's listed as this morning or listed as today. He had filed an emergency motion to strike notice to appear and a motion to dismiss. This says it was received yesterday by the clerk's office at 3:57 p.m. I don't know if that was set for a hearing today. He was set from May 25th to this date. Originally, this was a case in front of Judge Ketchel that I believe Judge Ketchel had recused himself. So it was moved to this division.
We'll enter a not guilty plea for you. Do you want a public defender to represent you on this, or you want to represent yourself?
are you you're making a judicial determination that I'm not guilty?
I'm just saying at this time you're entering a not guilty plea. I'm not saying you're not guilty. I'm just saying you're pleading not guilty. Is that what you want to do?
Well, I have some other questions that I'd like to get answered before I can make that determination.
This is an arraignment, correct, Ms. Leone?
It is, Your Honor.
Your options are plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty. What do you want to do? Not guilty, no contest.
Can I request a motions hearing before the trial?
How about So in other words, you're pleading not guilty at this time. You're saying you're not guilty of these charges, right?
I have too many questions to answer before
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Maybe they can answer your questions. Set you for June 26 pretrial. Thank you.
Charles Debts. Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
June 26th.
Yes, sir, June 26th at 9 a.m.
Get with your public defender. They'll answer questions.
Is this yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Morning. Is this Charles Debts? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with violation of probation. State have an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. Need a second. Okay, yes, Your Honor, I apologize for the delay in the answer. Adjudicate on the admission of violation of probation, revoke and reinstate with the same terms, and drug offender probation for 18 months, curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., but bars to is out of, and Keaton as a condition. So basically, it's to reinstate them to drug offender probation to 18 months with a curfew to 10 to 6 a.m. And I would say outpatient rehab treatment.
You want to do that?
I would like to plead not guilty and be assigned an attorney, Your Honor.
Okay, appoint the public defender to represent you.
Judge, if we could just leave this set for pretrial June 26th.
All right.
What is the VOP?
Oh, it's a VOP. Then let's set it for the 29th, Judge, 9 a.m.
29th.
without subpoenas.
Okay.
Kaylin Jones.
May I recall, Your Honor, Miss Carla Bruffy?
Okay, Carla Bruffy.
This year, Your Honor, on 20 CF 1837 for a violation of probation, the state's offer would be an admission to the VOP, adjudication of guilt, revoke and terminate, and all monetary outstanding requirements sent to judgment.
All right, if you want to admit, adjudicate you guilty, revoke and terminate probation, so you're not on probation, and any monetary assessments will be sent to a judgment, which you can pay off whenever you feel like you can pay it. You want to do that?
So that means I won't be on probation anymore?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Did you raise your right hand to be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this court's the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You want to admit that you violated probation?
Yes, sir.
All right. Has anyone forced you, threatened you to enter this admission?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any medication or drugs that would prevent you from knowing what you're doing?
No, sir.
Court finds admission freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it. Revoke and terminate probation, any monetary assessments to judgment. Adjudicated guilty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have the score sheet. 1 second. I'll approve.
All right. How many inmates we got? 8, that's it? crashed into the front of the carrier.
The next one will slide all the way.
Yeah. Okay, who's next?
Kaylin Jones.
Anyone know anything about Kaylin Jones? Guess we'll issue capias. Maybe she'll show up this afternoon. Yeah.
Yep, I'm ready. Judge, this is Randy Halstead.
Okay.
We'll continue to deny the allegation at this time. Like to set him on the next VOP call date without subpoenas. I believe that's going to be the 29th.
All right. June 29th. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, Your Honor. If I were to plea out to you, could any possible way I could get like 1129 or so
Have
just
to
some
talk
jail
to your-
time?
Talk to your attorney about it.
He don't want
Judge,
to
he
listen to
already has. I've gone to the state on it. The state's not, is offering a guideline sentence. I tried to go over him with him yesterday afternoon, what his options were, and that he could plead straight up to the court. I went over the statutory maximum with him, and I certainly recommended against it. If he wants to represent himself, the court can do a Ferretti hearing. But I did speak with him. It's not that I'm uninterested in helping him. He also asked me to do something that was outside the scope of my appointment to represent him in this criminal case, a civil issue, a drafting issue, and I advised him I couldn't do that for him either.
So if I were to plea out to you, could you help me instead of, I made a mistake,
Anything that you
drug
say.
program, something other than prison?
No,
Here in the
I
county?
don't get into plea negotiations with people charged with it. It's improper for me to get into a plea negotiation. I can't represent you. You see what I'm saying? You're wanting me to, in a sense, represent you and ask the state to. I can't do that. So,
Well, I'm just asking you, not the state.
I know, but you're asking me to come up with.
State's not willing to work with me. I mean.
Well, what we'll do is we'll set this
I got
for
like
what?
8 months in already. I mean, what's, they want to give me 17 months for,
What is he looking at, Miss Leon?
17 months.
17 months? Oh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, we'll have to set this for June 29th, and perhaps y'all can work it out, and then I'll take a look at it. But you
I
got
can't
it.
plea out to you today? Would you do anything less than 17 months if I were to plea out to you right now?
Mayberry.
Chance Ray Mayberry, correct? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, I'd like to leave this on the next VOP date without subpoenas. I have spoken with Mr. Mayberry, but if the court will recall, we had a competency issue with him before.
Okay. June 29th, is that enough time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good, thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, Chance, take care. Yeah, 29.
McIntosh. I'm here standing next to your attorney, face the judge, please, sir.
Kenneth Earl McIntosh.
This is Ms. Basso's case, Judge. I spoke with Mr. McIntosh as well. In fact, I've spoken with him a couple of times. We're going to continue to deny the allegation at this time. I'd like to pass it one more time without subpoenas. I anticipate ultimately it's probably going to be a contested hearing.
How about the 29th of June?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll be out to see you again before then, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir. Judge, I believe that's all the cases that I have on this morning's stuff.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Amber Barrow. This is 22 CF 2602. If I can have just one moment with Ms. Barrow. Judge, I believe we have reached an agreement with the state for her to do Keaton. I just need to finish writing that up if we could pass her for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call you back out.
Mr. Barr.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Jack Barr. Judge, he has 22 CF 1851. I believe that's what's on this morning's docket. I'm not sure if I've actually been appointed to that case. I just wanted to make sure I was. He also has 23 CF 1016 set for arraignment this afternoon. Judge would like to enter denials and a not guilty plea across the board for those. If we could leave this set for pretrial June 26th.
All right. June 26th. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. I'll come talk to you. We'll see what we can do.
Cumbie.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Justin Cumbie. Judge, he's here on 22 CF 2019. Also, I believe he has 23 CF 1044 on this afternoon's docket for arraignment. Judge, we'd like to enter a not guilty plea if we could leave this set for pretrial June 26th.
All right. And a not guilty on this afternoon. Okay, thank you.
Durham.
Your Honor, Tim Gibbs on behalf of Jolanta Durham. Judge, this is, if I can pull it up properly, this is 23 CF 591. Your Honor, we're here for a motion for ineffective counsel that Mr. Durham filed. He also, I received this morning another motion for Nelson hearing. I wanted to set these two for matters for the court to determine as soon as possible. I don't know if we need to go ahead and put Mr. Durham under oath so he can discuss with the court his concerns regarding my ineffective assistance as he claims.
Jolanta Durham, correct?
Correct.
Would you raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for his court is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what your problem is with Mr. Gibbs that you feel he's ineffective.
I keep trying to write him. I try to have my mom and everybody call. He come to the jail, but I don't never get called up. I be writing him, like sending him letters and stuff, and I don't get no response. Well, my mama ain't got no response, so nobody.
Mr. Gibbs, have you been up to the jail to see Mr. Durham?
Your Honor, I have seen Mr. Durham. I believe that I've only seen him once. This would have been back in, based on my notes, this was, if I can pull up my proper notes, this was on April 4th, Judge. I spoke with him. We spoke about the allegations in his case. He gave me some of the facts as he remembers them. We did talk about potential defenses. I needed discovery. I did just get discovery on Monday or Tuesday of this week, so I've only just now received that information. He indicated that he's been trying to write me. The last letter that I received from Mr. Durham, based on our records in the jail, from the jail, was April 12th. That actually talked about the bond motion that we had actually held also in April, or at the beginning of May. That unfortunately was denied by the court. So the last writing that I've had from Mr. Durham was from April 12th.
So you filed demand for discovery on behalf of Mr. Durham. You just got the paperwork yesterday?
We just got the discovery exhibits
Monday?
June 6th, Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. So are you going to get up to see Mr. Durham with his discovery?
As soon as I have a chance, Judge, yes.
All right. And what about his letters from his mother?
I have not received any letters from his mother. There have not been any that's been scanned in.
It was phone calls. They weren't letters.
Calls?
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Durham, we're going to let Mr. Gibbs go up to see you and to go over that discovery with you. That's where he's got the state to show him what evidence they got against you and discuss it, and then perhaps things will move along a little quicker for you. And so I'm going to deny your ineffective assistance counsel this time. But he's going to get up there. Mr. Gibbs will be up there with he just got discovery from the state. They waited, apparently, they have a certain time. They don't have to do it the next day. They've got, I think, 30 days to give discovery, or something, but they
Technically, I
gave
believe it's
discovery,
actually
he got the
15, but-
discovery for you. He got it for you, and he'll be up with you to see, go over it with you at the jail, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
See you as soon as I can.
Mr. Farrell.
Judge, otherwise, Mr. Term should be set for 6/26.
Yeah, June 26th.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Cody Farrell. Tim Gibbs on his behalf, 22 CF 2036. Judge, I also believe he has 23 CF 1084 on this afternoon's docket. Judge, we'd like to enter not guilty pleas in a denial of violation of probation. Leave this set for June 26th for pretrial, and see if we can resolve it on that day.
All right, June 26th. Hopefully you all can get it resolved. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, can we go ahead and tender not guilty on that? Let's go ahead and leave it set for June 26th if we can.
Okay. Who's next?
I think I have just Mr. Grace, is that correct? Billy Grace is next. Is he not on this morning's document? He might have a different date.
All I had left was
Ms. Barrow, let me just write that up real quick. Okay, fantastic.
Is that it for today, this morning, I mean?
I just have Ms. Barrow, Judge, to do that, the written plea.
Oh, okay.
So what you want to do, sign right there for me, please. Steve, please. You got it. Your Honor, if I may approach.
Ms. Barrow, would you raise your right hand and be sworn? You swear the testimony you give for this course is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You want to admit that you violated probation?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and sign this plea and sentencing agreement form?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the rights you're waiving by entering this admission?
Yes, sir.
Anyone force you or threaten you to admit?
No, sir.
You happy with the work Mr. Gibbs has done for you on the case?
Yes, sir.
Under the influence of any medication or drugs that would
No, sir.
prevent you from knowing what you're doing? Court finds admission freely and voluntarily entered. Court accepts it, reinstates probation. Next 2 years is community control. Enter and complete Keaton bars to bed. $100 cost of prosecution. $150 PD fee, I think. Is that
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And adjudicated.
She may have a failure to appear. The state is not going to take any action on that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
So they. Ms. Barrow.
Your Honor. Her termination date of supervision is May the 9th of 2024. Are we going to go 2 years from that date? Are we going 2 years from modifying and extending?
The clearer version may be to revoke and terminate this term and do a new term of 2 years of community control.
Yes. We can do
That's
that.
what-
That'd be
all
a
right.
lot easier for us.
That's what the court's ordering.
Make that, we'll make that clear on the record. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So 2 years from today. You'll need to meet with them. Yeah. That's all I have this morning, Judge.
Thank you. Anything further this morning?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
So we come back at 1:30? All right, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All rise, please.